Friends and comrades, welcome back to our little city of Berlin, where last time we did a little bit of optimizing and we did a little bit of fixing, a lot of planning and blabbing. So, actually I did the blabbing and I did the planning, but, you know, I'm not gonna blame you for that. I know. It just sounds better if we say we, because that's the idea of our little community here, right? It's us stuck in this, not just me. So, we are gonna put these plans into action. I'm gonna just let the game run a bit, because first of all, the town looks beautiful at night. Second, you don't see that much when you're building and planning, so I don't mind the night passing by. We got a few things we need to have an eye on. One is the stockpile of food here, if that actually can be drained by our trucks, or if they're gonna be overwhelmed with the amount of food that's produced by our not even fully staffed factory. Actually, let's take a look at the supply line. Doop-be-doo. Cargo. Covered home. Crops to distillery. What's this? Uh-huh. Why is that 2 lines? Didn't I assign them? Oh, guys, this is so weird. We need a 3rd truck on that, but for now I'm just gonna load, unload. Load. Oh, okay. So what if I just take this and that? Ah, now it's gonna merge them. Look at that. Smart game. Nice. I like smart games. Very good. Okay, that is a bit of a surprise there, but we do need a 3rd truck, and we're gonna just set the vehicle to the line. There you go, and you can go ahead and start. And now we have 3 trucks bringing crops to the food factory, because they seem to be draining the food, the crops quite rapidly if they're fully staffed. So we want to prevent that. And yeah, they seem to be keeping up now. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, so let's get to work. We last time I laid out the plans of wanting a little clothing production line, and that is the task for today's episode. So let us start. They do need, and for that one, I'll actually gonna. Well, no, we don't have to pause. There's a neat little trick. We just remove auto build, and then we can plan it out. Which, by the way, I really recommend doing, because it gives you just an ease of mind, peace of mind. You can just whoops, click a couple buildings here, and then just erase them again, because nobody spent any money. Okay, yeah, so our little... I got confused with my own talking here. Our little production area will need clothing factories, and we'll need a fabric factory. And the fabric factory actually produces 5 tons of fabric. A clothing factory takes in 2.4. So the ratio should be 2 factories for clothing for 1 factory of fabric. And that's gonna be how many? 100 workers max here, plus 80 in each here, so 260 in total. And an investment of 40,000, 30, so 80, 110,000. Yeah, that's much more manageable. That's not even one. If we went back to the alternative plans, where are you? That's not even one coal ore processing plant. So yeah, much more affordable. And okay, but I'm actually not gonna. Sorry guys for the for the weird back and forth. I'm not gonna plan it from the factories, but actually from the endpoint, which is gonna be a warehouse that we will connect to the road here. I don't want to be too close to the town, because assuming we put 3 factories here, I'm assuming they will produce quite a bit of pollution, but maybe here is okay. And I don't want the road connection. I can do that myself. Thank you very much. Just like so. Okay, that's gonna be the warehouse. Now, to the warehouse are connected various industries. Namely 2 clothing factories. No, but let's first check out the factory, the fabric one. So the fabric factory has a huge tooltip. Thank you, game. Oh, my old friend. Okay, so it has connectors right and left and in the back. And the clothing factory has connectors pretty much everywhere. Okay, so it should work out. Maybe like here. Okay, let's try. Put the fabric one in the middle, and I don't really need a connection to the warehouse with the fabric. But I need to leave some space so the clothing factories can connect up. Maybe like so. And then with the clothing factories, they need a connector here and here. Yeah, like that looks good. Actually, we can go a little closer. Let's remove you. We can go a little closer. Maybe like so looks good, doesn't it? Up. Good, okay. Sorry for getting... I don't need the tooltip. Thank you. I'm quite alright without the tooltip. Bloody game. Okay, this looks perfect actually. Let's build this together with the connectors. And same thing over here. Well, this connector here is important. The other one we can just draw our own. Yeah, I think this here is fine. Maybe even this. Let's check it out. Oh no, here we need the connectors. We need to connect the warehouse to the clothing factory. Oh no, actually it doesn't fit. Well, good thing we didn't spend any money yet. Various industry, clothing factory. Okay, you're gonna be stubborn, huh? You're gonna be like that. Well, this works, but it's a little off. Huh, is that gonna bother me? What if we do it like so? Yeah, this seems much more convenient. And I'm gonna try and make the connectors a little... Because I want to have the road here, and I want to have a bus station that can easily connect all the buildings there, so I want them a bit closer and more angled toward a central point here where the bus station is gonna be. That makes any sense the way I describe it, but it's gonna make sense when I actually build it. So can we... Yeah, we can connect here. And if we actually hit the connectors, we can also connect here. Okay, perfect. So now we got fabric connected to the clothing factory over here. Clothing connected to the warehouse. Fabric connected to clothing factory connected to the warehouse. That actually looks like it might work. So yeah, let us build the bus station. Where is the bus station? It's in the roads. No, that's a gas station. That is not a bus station. There we go. Bus station. Yeah, maybe right in front here. Looks good, like so. Maybe a little closer, like here. Looks nice to me. Okay, and we're gonna still build asphalt roads. And we actually have to connect them. Yeah, it can be double roads. How expensive is that? 10,000. Ah yeah, after this we really need to get going on the... I want to connect it here, but we can do that in a second. I really have to get going on the asphalt production so we can actually do our own. Let us see. A neat feature of the game, which can be neat, which can be very annoying, is if you have a planned construction like this and there's stuff like these here that are not yet funded, these here that are just planned, I think, but I can't yet fund them. It's a bit weird. You can go to the type of building that you are now they're placed. Okay, now I could fund them. And if you want to fund them, Just put the check mark here, and ta-da! They will be funded. Why doesn't it work? Yeah, okay. It's a bit finicky. Maybe we'll just buy these our own. Rubbles. Okay. Before we actually spend the money on these guys here, though, we do need... Well, we can actually spend the money on the bus station, so we can already set up the bus road, but we do need power here. Now, and I also want to... Is this one here powering everything? Yes, it is. So what we do want is a separate power supply for these buildings here, so then we can move this guy up to here. So let us go ahead and do that. To be able to do that, I want a power switch. How do I want this one? It has to take on this line. Yep, that should be the orientation. Now for here I gotta pause, because everybody's gonna be without power. Not for long though, just connect. Actually, this way maybe, because I do want the road connection as well. Can we do it differently? Ah, it's gonna be fine. It's fine. Rather save the money on the power lines. Of course, here, here, and then we have a power line we can draw here. Maybe not end it in the forest, because that's going to be impossible to find again. And now we can take the electric substation directly connected to the road, maybe like here, and have it power everybody. Actually, I'm going to put it here, because it will be conveniently powering everything in range here, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And I don't think I'm going to expand much here. There's already too much industry in this town, so we're not gonna put too much more, I don't think. Okay, where did I put the last power line? Oh, gee. Let's play Where's Waldo? Where's the power line? Can anybody see it? Please put it in the comments if anybody on YouTube with the lights like, whoa. So, where's the power line? I actually memorized that it's behind this tree, but it's impossible. This one you could see, now that you know that it's there and it's already started constructing, you could see. But this here is just ridiculous. Anyway, just needed to vent on that. Because I feel like, that is just a bit too much. Just make it visible. I mean, come on. What happened here? Too many power poles. Whatever, okay, it's fine. We're never going to see this. And now we're going to connect up the power switch to the road. And the dirt road is fine. It's just for access of the fire brigade that we currently don't actually have. Overlaps with construction. Which construction? Just connect you here. That's fine. Okay. So now we got power over here. Now we can deconstruct this one. Oh yeah. Isn't that great? All the money we spend on you. Okay. And once this is deconstructed, we can connect the road up here. Could you actually make a little bit of a curve? Thank you. Like so, that looks good. Okay, build the road, build more road, and now we need some power. Not sure if I need to expand this here, but maybe here seems good for now anyway. And connect up. Have this be built. Bum 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 bum. Okay, now let's check it out. Everybody, you need vehicles, yeah, but everybody is powered. Everybody here is power, operating without issues, no issues. Lots of food, okay, so you need more vehicles. No, that can be arranged. Another covered truck, oh, not this one. Our SKD 706. It's gonna be our workhorse. Just out of curiosity, actually. okay. That's what we could buy with dollars. But of course, it's inferior. Of course. What did I expect? Which Western country can build cars? Oh, wait. Isn't that my home country? Aren't we pretty good at building motors and cars? I think we are. Okay, this has been supplied nicely, and now the stockpile here is going up. If anybody, by the way, want to comment on a better way to supply these with grain, I'm all ears. For me currently, I'm running 3 trucks, each factory, from a road depot that is connected to a grain storage. That's my way of setting it up. Because these industry connections with the staplers is just ridiculous. They can't even keep up with half of this amount of workers. And if we're going to go up to the full 170, it's just not possible. Physically not possible. So I'd be curious to know. We could put an extra silo here and have the silo directly supply this. But who's going to supply the silo then? It's like maybe have a each factory gets a silo, and then we have a buffer silo here, and the buffer silo gets a loading station, and that will be supplied by the farm, something like that. But then in effect we're going to just drive a lot more trucks anyway. So I don't know if there's a more elegant way, except maybe substituting it for trains eventually. But that shouldn't be our problem. Now we do have our little setup here, and we do need some road connections as well. Gonna put these in place. For now, actually, we can remove this little tail. Nobody needs it. And now it looks ugly. We can't have it ugly. Yet is much more pretty. Okay, like so. And we need some, not rails, we do need some walk pathway connections. Awesome. You can fit here. Actually, can we connect you? Awesome, we can. But not anymore to this. Can we still do it from here? No, we can't. If I do it directly. I do it directly. Maybe like so, and then here. And then it works? Yeah, it does. Nice. Okay, so that pathway will supply you and you. And then we need one more where they can just cross over here and connect to here. And just for prettification, and I know this is not a real word. Okay, fine, be that way, be that way. Then you get no connection anyway. Yeah, this looks pretty enough anyway. I like it, I like it. Everybody is connected by footways. We do have our little bus station here. So now what we need, and we got from last episode a couple more buses that are free. How's the worker supply? Yeah, we do need more workers, but let's set up the bus station. Actually, the bus route. From here, we're gonna load workers and bring them to here. Actually, also gonna unload here again. But here we're not gonna load, we're just gonna unload. Good, and this here is gonna be bus stop text. What's it called? Fabrics production, like that, or clothing production. I don't know. Both are fitting. Okay, so now we got the line on you, and no, we don't have it on you. We have the line on you, like I said, and now we can copy it here. Now we can click here, launch, and see how it goes. How's this space here? We can get a couple more immigrants, but we certainly need to expand our living room. Oh yeah, here's some space. Okay, okay. Here's a good amount of space. Okay, okay, we can expand. Nice. And then when he's on the way, maybe half the way, we're gonna send our second bus. Also, we might want to actually construct these buildings now. Everything's set up, so let us do the construction. And I apologize in advance for the drilling sounds. It's a bit annoying, wee, wee, wee. Especially if you click through stuff fast. But yeah, everybody who works in an office that regularly sees construction knows what I'm talking about. These sounds can wreck your day and productivity in that matter. Okay, we're still kind of flush. 1.5 million rubles. Rubble doubles. Our bus is currently on the way. He has 0 workers. Why he has 0 workers is pretty obvious, because nobody can work here yet. That wasn't thought through. Okay, so now they're finished though. So let's launch them now. Oh, and you need to buy resources. I'm gonna do a little dirty trick. If I just put chemicals now, I will have to buy 3 tons, right? What if we put 3 tons of crops there, and eventually I'm gonna supply them through maybe the warehouse or through trucks, but for now we're just gonna have them bought here. And then we can actually store less chemicals, so we max them out. Now we're at 10.88. Just go the max it can go. Actually, we could, hang on, maybe we could be a little more dirty. Okay, so we have 9.75. Now I can bring it down to 0.75. Ain't that awesome? So that way we don't have that much waste, but actually that's not enough for me, because we need 0.5 per... Yeah, actually, no, that works fine. We'll see. We'll have 0.75, and then we go down to 3 tons. Crops, and there we go. Because I don't want to stockpile here. I mean, we don't need that. We just need enough for daily production, and 0.75 should be enough. So that's just a little trick. So now I don't have to buy 3 tons of chemicals, because chemicals are pretty expensive. No, isn't that beautiful? Lights go on. Soon there's going to be smoke coming out, polluting the area. It's grand. And I really like the location of this little production area. And I already have a plan for naming this and giving this a little story. Looking down here, seeing that romantic view, because we do have one very famous entrepreneur here in Germany. And he does produce clothing. And he does live right next to his factory. So why not bring him here and reproduce that lovely situation. Okay, so there's the first workers coming. So that one should be working out now. And we got workers waiting here, so that should now even out a little bit. Nice. Good. So now we have another cash cow, another way to earn money. And I'm gonna set which truck we need actually. We do need covered hull, I'm assuming. Yep. The trusted SKD 706 is also going to be responsible for exporting clothing. And we're just going to add a connection. We're going to add the road connection, like I said. And then we're going to actually add a connection on the distribution office to this warehouse. And there should eventually be clothes in there. Okay, so we got 5 people. It's working. It got tonnage, wattage, whatever. We got 4 people here. Yeah, we do need more. A lot more people. Where's the buses? Maybe we need a 3rd one on this line. Yeah. Now they're full. Now they're coming. But I think we're gonna need a 3rd one on that, and we're gonna need more workers. Where's my call plan? Passenger lines. Food, fabrics production. There we go, and you can start. Pretty good. Yeah, there's not enough workers waiting here, so that needs to be boosted. Okay, let's speed it up just a little bit, because I do want to see... Yeah, there we go. Our first couple clothing items in the warehouse. And next episode we're going to monitor this a little bit. And of course the first thing we need to do is take the amount of clothes out of this that we need in our shopping center. Because if we produce our own clothes, I mean, it should go to the people first before we sell them. So we're going to take them out directly from the factory. And then we're going to attend to our people's needs a little bit, expand the living area there, put a hospital, and of course, of course. The people cannot survive without... No, actually, they cannot survive without a city hall to show them the way and for them to instruct them, remind them how socialism is supposed to work, what their role is in it, and give them a vision for their daily lives. Because we do all tend to forget it, right? And what better than a party central being maybe here or sitting there, reminding everybody what it is that we're all working together for. Anyway, the town's coming together now. We're going to see if we can stop the cash bleeding. Next episode, like I say, dedicated to residential. Then maybe we'll start our construction. For now, though, we're going to call it a day. And I wish you guys a wonderful day at that. And see you around for the next episode.